Cue the folk acoustic guitar, please. So, let's just say it. Being broke feels like an addiction. Not just money broke, but soul broke, relationship broke, spirit broke. And here's the wild thing. Sometimes we cling to the very patterns that break us, like we're hooked on the pain itself. Weird, right? Why would I be addicted to the pain? Sometimes we cling to the familiar just because it's familiar, even if it's painful. You ever notice that? You know, how you keep replaying the same financial spiral, the same toxic relationships, the same survival grind. It's not just coincidence. Could it be as simple as circuitry? And if it is a matter of circuitry, couldn't we just rewire ourselves? It's like your nervous system got wired for chaos, and now it keeps pulling you back in. Even when you swear you're done, I guess you can say it's warm in the manure, even though it stinks. But what if I told you this is no different than recovery? Yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous has 12 steps, but what if we applied those steps to Brokenness Anonymous, to Financially Broke Anonymous, to Relationship Broke Anonymous? Let's explore that together. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale through your nose, exhale slow through your mouth. Feel that? That's your first reset. All right, step 1. In AA, it's admit you're powerless over alcohol. Here, it's admit you're powerless over the grind of scarcity, over the cycle of brokenness, the endless hustle that never seems to break through. The first step isn't fixing, it's honesty, raw honesty. My way hasn't worked, my life is unmanageable. Now, you might be thinking, how does admitting help? Well, here's the science. Your nervous system calms when you stop pretending, when you stop gaslighting yourself. Honesty brings coherence, and coherence, that's the foundation of change. Step 2, surrender. In AA, it's surrender to a higher power. Here, it's the same. God, the universe, infinite intelligence. Call it what you will, because let's be real, if you could have done it yourself, you'd already be living in freedom. So surrender isn't weakness, it's alignment. Pause, breathe, feel that idea sink. Now, step 3, make a decision to turn your will over. In financial brokenness, that means stop gripping so tight. You can't force abundance through panic. The quantum field responds to vibration, not desperation. Resistance creates static. Flow creates signal. Have you noticed how when you're calm, ideas come, but when you're anxious, everything closes in? That's not magic. That's nervous system science. And also, that's the field mirroring back your state. Step 4, inventory. In AA, it's moral inventory. Here, it's financial, relational, spiritual inventory. Ask, where am I leaking energy? Who am I giving power to? What patterns keep repeating? The act of writing it down is pruning. It's cutting the dead branches so new fruit can grow. Pause. Let me ask you, what's the branch you know needs pruning in your life right now? Step 5, admit it. To God, to yourself, maybe even to another human. The shame lifts when it's spoken. Silence feeds shame. Sharing dissolves it. Now let's zoom out. Why does this matter on a quantum level? Because observation collapses potential into reality. When you name it, you collapse it. You stop it from running your subconscious in the dark. Step 6 and 7, readiness and humility. Ready to let go, humble enough to ask for help. This is the nervous system hack. You regulate not just by breathing, but by receiving, letting love in, letting guidance in. So, the cycle of brokenness is actually the cycle of self-sufficiency gone mad. The cure is connection. Step 8 and 9, make amends. In financial brokenness, this might be calling the creditor instead of hiding. In relationship brokenness, it might be apologizing without defending. But most importantly, it's making amends with yourself, saying, I forgive me, I'm learning, I'm not my past mistakes. And here's where the spiritual meets the biological. When you forgive, your nervous system shifts out of fight or flight, cortisol drops, heart coherence rises. Suddenly, new solutions appear. Step 10 through 12, daily practice, keep inventory, stay aligned, serve others. So let me drop this parallel. Whether it's alcohol, money, or heartbreak, recovery is recovery. The 12 steps are universal. They're the blueprint for nervous system coherence, quantum alignment, and spiritual awakening. Inhale peace, exhale fear. What happens when you breathe like this regularly? You open a quantum window. That's what guided coherence training is about, training your nervous system like a muscle, aligning your inner broadcast so the field responds. It's not about thinking, I'm abundant. It's about feeling safe enough to receive abundance. So let's connect the dots. Scarcity is an addiction. Brokenness is an addiction. Chaos is an addiction. But recovery is possible through honesty, through surrender, through coherence, through service. Jesus said, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. What if brokenness is the burden and rest is the cure? Visualize and feel this. A man sitting in the wreckage of his finances, he's broke, overburdened with bills, no hope, or a woman staring at the shards of a relationship. She tried over and over again to fix it, to repair it, to leave it, to come back to it, like a cycle, an endless cycle. And instead of numbing, they breathe, they surrender, they begin again. Sometimes the old growth has to burn down, but in doing that, it creates fertile soil for new seeds and new life to grow. Why is that so hard for us to accept? So let me ask you, what story are you broadcasting right now? Is it the story of defeat, or is it the story of a comeback? Is it time to write your own comeback story? Like, actually, write your own comeback story literally, because the field is listening and your nervous system is the antenna. Drop a comment if this makes sense. Ironically, the comments teach me just as much as the content does. I know you know what I'm saying. And listen, I know it's heavy. I know the cycle feels endless, but that's what addiction really feels like. Or you want to stop, but you can't, yet millions have walked free through these steps. Why not you? Why not now? So as we close, let me speak to you directly. This was a lot of hard work. I hope these videos help you as much as they help me. Just remember, be compassionate with yourself. Love yourself. Know you are capable of so much more than you're aware of. I love you and I mean it. And if this resonates, if you're ready to calibrate your frequency, there's a link below for guided coherence training. Don't just listen, take action. 2 practices a day can rewire your signal, and that changes everything. Maybe the change you're seeking is also seeking you. Maybe it's as simple as rewiring your circuitry. So yeah, let's do this. Let's be the author of our own comeback stories. I can't wait to see you on top again. Except this time, you'll be refined. You'll have been polished, and you can thank the fire, because it created and forged a stronger vessel to carry the new you forward.